don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else will do like you do. That's why I spend my life with you. I wanna please you in any way I can. I wanna share my world, don't you understand?
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kyrie. Still getting used to that baby girl right here, but she doing my hair for Christmas. She's retwisting my hair for Christmas. We're trying to be like real pretty this Christmas, real put together. So she's just gonna be in the background. She may be ad-libbing because today is a story time, right? Now I told y'all we have story times for days from at least from us knowing each other. We've known each other almost 2 years, and we've been dating almost 2 years. Like next year it'll be 2 years or something. So this time I want to tell you a story. Okay, this place right here, this is our third time living together, but our second place. So I say our third time because I met her when she had her own place. We met during quarantine, so you can kind of guess that I kind of moved in because of quarantine. Everything was shut down. She had got addicted to me. So
What?
I moved into her place, you know. So that means like legally I don't live there, but physically I live there. You know what I'm saying? This is our second place together, this apartment right here. Our first place together, we were still in Alabama, was in a place called Center Point, Alabama, right? It's in Birmingham, but the neighborhood is Center Point. Now, if you're from Alabama, you're watching this, or if you're from Birmingham, you're watching this, then you know that this probably gonna be a crazy story because it's really ghetto over there. Now, growing up, I'm from the north side of Birmingham. She from the west side of Birmingham. We met and we moved to the east side of Birmingham. Neither one of us have never stayed on the east side. I've been over there because I had two friends that stayed over there through high school, but like living day and night over there, I've never stayed over there. And quite frankly, I had never heard nothing about the east side. It wasn't until we moved that we knew that the east side was dangerous as hell. Like, what the fuck? Like, the moment we moved there, we started seeing back-to-back stories on Facebook. Another shooting, apartment fire, another shooting, somebody that got dragged across the road by a car. But this apartment, I cannot remember the name of it.
I'm gonna say something square.
Let me see.
Oh, you good?
Uh-oh, be quiet. I was watching a live, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up on Google Maps to see what come up. Avenue. It wasn't Upland Apartments.
Those are it.
Them it.
The sign should be. Let me find a white top.
Okay, this is like okay. We're moving in. It's the east side, so we moved in around the time the world got their second stimulus check. So the beginning of January 2021, this year, we moved in
Stratford Square.
Stratford Square. If you stay in Birmingham, never move to these apartments. Never. Don't do it. Now, prior to looking for these apartments, we were both diagnosed with COVID. We had COVID, so we was out of work and we was on bed rest. Once we got over those symptoms, we immediately started looking for somewhere to stay because, of course, we needed somewhere to stay. We was in a position where we was like kind of like homeless a little bit. So being that we had COVID, our schedule to look for apartments was horrible. We would literally sleep all day, wake up at 6 p.m., and then we would use that time to get something to eat and then go drive around the apartment so that we can call them in the morning because we would literally, the COVID made our sleep schedule so horrible. And we didn't want to be around people, of course, with COVID. So, we were trying to stay more on the north side, which honestly, I'm glad that we didn't because a lot of things that you're comfortable with when you're like living with your parents, you won't be comfortable with living on your own. I don't know why my 22 years of living on the north side of Birmingham, I thought let's get a place on the north side of Birmingham. The north side of Birmingham is so dangerous. Like, I don't know what we were thinking. Everything we was looking for was on the north side of Birmingham. And I'm so glad we didn't do it because I probably wouldn't even have a car right now. I probably would have been stolen. But we end up finding this place. We end up finding this place. Once again, do not move here. Do not move here. I have so many stories about this, but I'm just going to tell you about one right now because I don't want to make this a long video. We moved in when the world got their second or third stimulus check. Whatever number stimulus check that was, January 2021, we moved in. Okay, we should have known it was some shit because we moved in too damn fast. Like, we put in an application, we paid for it, they ain't want nothing else from us. Moved in. So we on the second story because we don't like first levels because, you know, break-ins. We're living somewhere with the, what that's called?
What?
That you had in Homewood as well. When you open the door and there's like 4 apartments in there. We moved it with a breezeway.
Oh, yeah.
She stayed in Homewood, Alabama when we met. And it's like a nicer part of Birmingham, I would say. I don't really know what side of Birmingham. I don't know if it's north, east, west side. I don't know nothing. Probably south. Probably south
It's
side.
considered the west side.
So the west side. But it's like they think it's like a north side. They think it's like a nice side of Birmingham. That's why it's so high. They think it's so nice and it's so, oh my God, dangerous over there too. But she stayed in the, hold on. I'm falling in. Okay. I need to put some clothes in there? Okay, come on. So when I met her, she stayed in Homewood, Alabama, and she had a breezeway as well. It wasn't that bad, but that, mind you, we're staying on the east side now. So we got to the breezeway. When we got to the apartment, she showed us 2 apartments. I was hearing a lot of dogs. I'm not scared of dogs. Bae, sometimes she's scared, sometimes she's not. It just depends. I don't like dogs, you know. I don't. It's like sometimes I like dogs, sometimes I don't. I don't like when other people have dogs, if that makes sense. Like, when other people have dogs, I start smelling stuff. Stuff be loud. It's just, But she showed us 2 apartments, that we ended up choosing the second one because the other one just seemed so dirty. And it smelled like cigarettes. It smelled like the maintenance people was in there smoking cigarettes on their break. So let me skip all that because I ain't going to tell y'all too much about the apartment because y'all ain't going to get no too many story times with me. So we moved in. And we didn't see nobody when we moved in. So I'm like, okay, maybe we moved in a quiet place. You know what I'm saying? We just moved in. We moved in the middle of the night. Literally driving my car from to and fro to the apartment in the middle of the night. We moving. Because if you black, your folks raised you on not having too much going on. Not letting people see you moving into an apartment because people be trying to rob you. The way we had to walk to our apartment, we had to walk in the middle of 3 buildings. So this is our building, there's another building, there's a building right there. And we walking in the middle of 3 buildings. Why are we taking our shit to the apartment in a dog? A dog started chasing us.
Biggest dog I've ever seen in my life. I said, doggy, please don't bite me, dog. And I turned around to jump over the fence. The dog grabbed my ass.
Told you.
So my bad. I had to, okay. So we getting chased by a dog while we grabbing our stuff. He come like this. I stopped. I'm not scared of dogs, and it didn't make it no better because the dog was small. It looked like a off-brand Silky Terrier or some shit like that. We had our arms was filled with stuff because we had went to Walmart and got some bathroom stuff. We had went to Walmart and Maxway. We had got some if you're from the South, you know what Maxway is. Throw them M's up for Maxway. And the dog just started chasing. He just like running straight towards us. Now I'm sitting up there stopping, cause I'm like, if it all comes to it, dogs. If you was just a dog lover and you would put a dog over a human, leave the video right now, cause I'm probably finna trigger you. So trigger warning if you love dogs. In my head, if all else fails, I'm gonna stomp this dog out because I'm not dropping my clothes on the ground. I'm not dropping the stuff that's finna go in my house on this ground. So if all comes fail, I'm gonna stomp this dog out. Bae go to run. Bae was like, come on, let's run. I'm like, no. So since I didn't run, she stopped running. And I'm just standing there. The dog just, he closer. So she take the broom, she hit beside the dog. He, and he run. A big ass man come out. Precious.
Oh, Peaches. What was the dog?
Precious. Come here.
The dog name was Peaches. That's what it was.
It wasn't Peaches.
It was Peaches?
No damn Peaches. It was Precious.
It was Precious? Okay.
Precious, come here. Come here. Sasha was the name.
That's what it was. I'm wrong as hell.
The dog name was Sasha, so he come get Sasha. He ain't come get Sasha. Sasha's still barking at us by our feet.
Stay barking.
He's standing. Sasha. So Sasha go run to him, and we continue to take our stuff home. So we left because we was like, we ain't gonna live in there because the internet is not ready. You know what I'm saying? So we put our stuff in there and we left. We put our stuff in there and we cleaned. We used a little Clorox disinfectant wipes and a little spray that we had bought. And we cleaned up the whole apartment so that we could just come move in. 'Cause, you know, we ain't have much. Like, all we had was, like, clothes, kitchen stuff, bathroom stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I said that to say that was our introduction to the apartment. It should have been some shit. But when I tell y'all what we came from, we was just trying to be as humble and blessed as possible. We were just happy to be in our own place again. So, the story I'm telling y'all is our introduction to our neighbors downstairs to the right. They're not literally downstairs from us. They're downstairs to the left. So I told you when you go in, it's a breezeway. And it's 2 apartments here, 2 apartments here, up and down.
So
We're
one big whole unit.
Yeah, you walk in the door and it's 4 apartments. 4 apartment doors. So it ain't just like, you ain't looking at no apartments. It's 4 apartment doors with some stairs. We stay here, they stay here. So when we go on our balcony is here, their balcony is down here. And they looking up. So one night, we both excited about a balcony. I never stayed nowhere with a balcony, so we hype. We like, you know, because it's like stuff. We really ain't able to do much, but we can go outside on the balcony, have a little drink, play a little music. That's what we thought we could do. We couldn't do that. We couldn't do that. It seemed like every time we went on the balcony, some triggered them to go on the balcony. Something. So downstairs stayed probably 1 million people, but what we saw was a bald head man, a man with some locks. On and off, I saw a awkwardly shaped woman and a handful of kids. So I don't really know who stayed down there, but I know the men, I saw them all the time. Every time I went to the balcony. Our first night on the balcony, it's nighttime. We sit out there. We got probably some wine coolers or something. We probably just ate some food. And we just talking about plans because that's what we do. We corny. We sit on the balcony and we talk about life plans and life, what we want to do. I noticed our neighbors start coming outside. It's nighttime. It's like evening time. And they start barbecuing. Now, they barbecuing. Now, we black. Y'all can see that, right? So, black people, we have a rule. You don't eat out of just anybody's house. And I'm worse. I don't eat out of nobody's house. I won't eat out my sister's house. I won't eat out my auntie house. I just don't eat out of people's house. Now, people tend to take me as rude when I'm invited somewhere because I've been invited with her. You want to play? No. I already ate. Hungry as hell, but I'm not finna eat your food. Bae, she tried to take up for me, you know, but we was raised the same. We don't know these people. Mind you, we don't know these people. Mind you, we don't know these people. Mind you, we don't know these people. We don't know these people. They don't even know our fucking name. I don't even know, to this day, I don't know their name. Because this interaction I'm about to tell y'all about was so horrible, I never got to know their name.
But I'm still convinced that the man was a crackhead.
So, Bae step in the house, right? Now, we're a couple. I am a trans man. So that means I'm literally day 2 on T. Mm-hmm. I'm literally day 2 on T. Time, no T was in my body. And unfortunately, I'm shapely. But I always have this haircut. I always have this haircut. So before I came out as a trans man, I was a stud. We were a couple. We are a couple. But I was a stud before I was a trans man. And unfortunately, again, I'm shapely. I can't help that I'm beautiful. Look at Bae. You know, we beautiful. You know what I mean? But Bae step in to get another drink, another cup, or whatever she was mixing. Soon as she stepped in the sliding doors, I don't reply to A. I don't really reply to shit, to be honest. But A, oh, he down there saying his alphabets. Ain't no way he talking to me. So he stepped in front of our balcony. Mind you, he downstairs. So he stepped in front of somebody else downstairs balcony. Y'all want a barbecue plate?
Well, to give you more sauce than to give you meat? Well, bring your big ass down to Bruh's barbecue. What?
No. And I tuned him out. Now, I don't know if it's the interactions with men or the past lesbian in me. Men make me uncomfortable. And they make me even more uncomfortable at a certain time of night because I've had so many stories I could tell y'all of niggas like literally trying to jump my bones. Even when they find out I'm a lesbian. It makes them more excited. I'm a trans man now. I'm no longer a lesbian. But I said no. Oh, yeah, because we making some ribs and shit like that. Now I look him up and I look him down. I'm seeing some unkept locks. I'm seeing some dirty fingernails. I'm seeing a dingy ass hat. I'm seeing big ass clothes, holes in the shirt. I'm seeing, again, dirty ass nails. And I'm seeing some beat up ass Air Force Ones. His buddy can't stop itching. He, every now and then. You know what I'm saying? And they all smoking cigarettes. And you think I'm hungry to the point I'm finna receive a barbecue plate. Do y'all understand how personal a barbecue plate is? I don't know what's going on. Once you put barbecue sauce, I don't know if the meat's cooked. I don't know if the meat's clean. I don't know if it's some extra in there. But my mama raised me not to take nothing from no man. Because 9 times out of 10, they want something in return. But I said no thank you. I said it very politely because being this we just moved here. Like, I don't like talking to people. I would have just simply ignored him and went in the house, but we wanted to stay on the balcony. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to let him move us from out of the balcony. But Bay came back in there, and they just getting louder and louder. So we ended up going, and she was like, "What happened?" Like, he asked, "Do you want a barbecue plate?" And her face was the same as mine. Like, "Sir, we do not know you. We do not know you. COVID is real, and you look like you would live on the street if you weren't standing on that porch." And I'm not gonna devour no barbecue plate from your house. Now, the barbecue plate was our first conversation. Was I at work?
No, you was in the house.
That's about that time when okay. So now we're living in a unit with no washer and dryer connect. Don't ever want to do that again. But we're living in that's like how I grew up my whole life. No washer and dryer connect. So you either drive to the laundromat or you would have a washer and dryer unit on where you stay. You know what I'm saying? Now, the washer and dryer unit never worked, and we found that out very fast. Our first incident with him was the barbecue plate that we did not take. Remind you, we did not take the barbecue plate. I said no, thank you. That's what I said. I said no, thank you. I spoke for us because this is my household. I said no, thank you to him. Bae go outside, and she noticed that he tried to get her attention because we doing laundry at this point. For some reason, I ain't outside with her. I don't know how that happened. And he asked her to take a picture.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to, yeah, basically, he wanted to see if I know how to take pictures for him.
And of course,
not for him, I'm sorry, not that way, but,
help him take a picture on his phone. Now, we're new to the area. We're from the north side of Birmingham and the west side of Birmingham. Now, being that I'm reiterating the size of Birmingham that we're from because of this, that means that we have seen some things, you know what I'm saying? Now, as a former lesbian, I've encountered a lot of harassment. As a woman looking like how she looks, she has encountered a lot of harassment. So we have certain boundaries that we put up with strangers, period. Excessive on the strange men. You're not going to walk up to me, hand me your phone, I take your phone, and I'm standing here holding your phone, I take a picture, and we go back and forth of me showing you the picture, so you can knock my ass out.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Mine,
like, we don't know you. Sex trafficking is high in the South. We're hearing that it's from our highway to Atlanta highway, our highway that's connected to Atlanta. We're hearing that that's the main way to it. And being that we're two women, a lot of people offhand don't think that we're a couple. So we don't want to give you the idea that you got a a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get turned down, and it's a lot of cases of men getting turned down and knocking a bitch off the earth. Goddamn. So she said no. We are both 90s babies. We know how to work phones very well. But to be safe, no. I don't want to hold your phone and we go through a picture conversation. I don't want to hold your phone. So no. The next time we see him, we're trying to do laundry because we don't feel like driving. And we saw that somebody was doing laundry. So we said maybe the dryer is working today. So he just walking back and forth the laundromat. So we're in there together because I'm a real worry type person. Like if I'm not comfortable in my surroundings, I like to keep my eyes on her if we are together. I know she could definitely stay on her own, but I want to be wherever she at when I feel like we're not in like the safety. Whenever we're outside of our home, we need to be together. That's basically my mindset. Unless we strap, you know what I'm saying? So we're doing laundry. It's a confined space, one way in, one way out, 3 washers, 5 washers, and about 4 dryers right here. And it's small. He come and he like, excuse me. Now, the apartment complex that we stayed, you can kind of, every time we would get in and out the car, somebody will always be in the walkway. It would be the same group of people. So it's like they more than likely was living off like disability or some shit. So like, cause the rent was so low that you probably could just live off some disability or first of the month check. And every time we would get out of the car, we would just be getting looks. Every time. So this is like our second or third month staying there. And I promise you, all of them probably knew what our car looked like because they was always sitting outside. They was sitting outside from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, something on the weekend past that, and just drinking and smoking. So the same barbecue plate guy, he asked us to take him to the store. As he's walking, I hear the change jangling in his pocket. He like, can you take me to the store? Can you drive me to the store? And I get you some out the store.
Give you some gas, man. Mind the store is like maybe 3 minutes away. He could have walked.
Mind you, our apartment is here. If you walk down this hill, it's like our apartment is here. If you walk out and down this hill, it's a gas station right here. And if you walk a little further, it's another gas station right here. And if you walk a little further to the left, it's a gas station and a convenience, like a little small convenience store right there. And mind you, you stay in the house with 5 other people. So no, you're not finna get your black ass in the back of my car. You're not finna sit behind me and her in the car. It's like, I try to be a good Samaritan, but when stuff is just like too much in my interpersonal space, everything that he wants to do requires personal space. Whether he want to put some food in my mouth, he want to pass a phone to and fro from my girl, or he wants to get in my car and sit behind one of our heads. We don't know this man's name. I don't even know if he's on the lease at this apartment. And it's my car. I don't have to give you a reason why you can't get in it. I'm not cranking up my car. When you walked, all I heard was change in your pocket. I'm not cranking up my car for you. I said no. I said no, thank you. He leaves, gets mad. I saw him leave, get mad. I saw him walk, come back, and say, Mike.
He was like, yeah, real tough on a nigga.
Yeah, real tough on a nigga. And I said, now, I'm a defensive person, but I've been trying to work on that. Because I don't really want to deal with no confrontation, if y'all get what I'm saying. But if I'm in her presence, I'm way more defensive because I don't want her to have to say anything. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just be cut straight to the point. He leave. Y'all real tough on a nigga. He leave. He walk, and come back. See, this is what good neighbors do to each other. No disrespect, but how I offered you the barbecue plate. That's what neighbors do for one another. Mind y'all, I ain't eat the goddamn barbecue plate. Did I eat that barbecue plate?
Keep it on the tab.
Did I eat that barbecue plate? Why he still put that on my bill? I ain't eat that fucking barbecue plate. I told him no thank you. He still wrote that shit on my check. Like I'm sitting up there owing him some. Now think about this. When y'all heard the beginning of that story, y'all probably said it wouldn't hurt you to eat that barbecue plate. Now what if the fuck I would have ate that barbecue plate?
Or just take it and throw it away. That's the
Y'all probably be like, you could have just took it, throw it away, and not said nothing.
Invitation.
That's what y'all probably said, didn't it? And that's what's wrong with y'all. Because had I took that barbecue plate, he probably been standing in my goddamn car saying, let's go to the store. No. I'm big on the word no. I love the word no. No. I let him talk. He going off. Like when I offered y'all the barbecue plate.
No. Got a whole Martin Luther King speech. See, that's what neighbors do.
That's what neighbors do. Listen, my guy. I don't drive a fancy car, but I pay a fancy car note for that motherfucker. That car is in my name. You don't help me pay the car note. You don't help me pay the car insurance. You didn't help me look for it. I don't owe you shit when it comes to my car. I don't owe you shit. Had I not took that barbecue plate, I still wouldn't have owed you shit. But that is why I do not take things from people, especially because it's like a quid pro quo type shit. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I'm not trying to be neighbor of the damn year. I don't want to know you people. It's too much going on. Like, we come from a very dangerous area. It is too much going on for me to be welcoming invitation from strange men. I don't know you, my nigga. And look at how aggressive you just got, because I ain't get in my car and crank that bitch up and let you go to the stove. Use them feet. Use them feet you got. Or use somebody that you live in the house with. That's just one crazy story that we have in this apartment. It's so many more. But if you live by yourself, you ain't got to be like, I don't know. But don't just be too opening. Don't be too welcoming. Even if you don't live by yourself. Because I technically don't live by myself. But don't be so welcoming on people. Because motherfucker, we didn't even eat the barbecue plate. And he still feel like we had owed him something from him offering it. I ain't saying you got to be mean to the world. But don't just be trusting people. I don't trust nobody. I don't give a damn how nice you are, you presume to be. I don't trust you. The world is too crazy. Alright, man. Look, y'all see my link? Thank you guys for tuning in to another story time. That apartment there, we probably have like a million more story times. So we ain't done. But that was just the beginning of our nightmare. That was a nightmare staying there. If you stay at Stratford Square, if you know somebody that stays at Stratford Square, pray for them. And pray for yourself. Do not stay there. It's a nightmare. The worst place I ever stayed in my life. Peace.